2012 is the new beginning, as some call it, and the myths that surround this year go as far back as the ancient Mayan calendar. This myth is not the end of the world, but actually just another day in the yearbook. But what does this day truly represent? May it represent the time when the true world will know peace, where it may know destruction. It may be something larger, but no more what ifs. The true meaning of this date, as I believe, is not a meaning, but a schedule. I think it is the scheduled date for the data upgrade in the consciousness of every possible form of existence. I believe every thousands of years there are DNA scheduled upgrades. This, and so does every other civilization and every other culture in our galaxy. When we upgrade, our planet goes through its own personal changes as well. I believe the planet is just as alive as we are. For those who do not believe this, must learn that everything, I believe, is truly alive. The rocks we step on, and the plants we all breathe, all form a type of life. They are all living individually, and that are all taken care of in a larger or equal consciousness. I believe that the galaxy is just as alive as we are, but beyond that, there are more stars in the night sky, which all are just as alive as our planet is. Everything has its own organic life form, whether the life form is as small to as little as a dust particle, to even as large as an active volcano. It is alive. Let me repeat. As I believe everything in this world and beyond is just as alive as you are. The world spins, it acts, it creates, destroys, rebuilds those that inhabit its own life. We are on this planet because it is alive, just like how we are. We do not need much scientific proof behind this, because all you need to do is have a brief understanding on what life actually means. Life is the act of creating, acting, and reproducing. How does the world reproduce? By creating another entity that forms on its own personal self. Whether we, as humans, were created from another entity or not, we are on this planet inhabiting the Earth's well-being. So, now that I've stated all of that, what is about 2012? This is, as I believe, the new beginning. I believe it is the time for an upgrade. An upgrade to what? To what exactly, I personally cannot answer. I wish I knew, but I do not. Because that will be revealed to everybody when the time is right. The world will go on through changes, and when that occurs, everything that is on the planet changes. We adapt, which is going through changes, to the way the Earth becomes. I can provide only one example. When the dinosaurs roamed the Earth millions of years ago, an asteroid came and crashed into the Earth's crust, causing a mass extinction of dinosaurs. Those creatures that lived ran into the waters. The majority of the creatures, however, perished. Those that adapted to the waters lived and altered their traits to remain living. If our world were to get damaged or harmed, we as creatures will learn to adapt to the new comings to survive. Those that do not adapt will die. I am not saying that the world is going to alter drastically where we will all perish, but the world is changing, and I do not know how much will truly happen until it happens, because how can we see the future? We can guess the future by past events. The study of history is important to the history of life. The history of life is the most accurate foreteller in the world, because with history, you can predict the coming outcomes. History is always patterns, and if you recognize these patterns, as some call it pattern recognition, then you should notice things when they are happening. Pattern recognition shows the truth whether you understand it or not. When December 21st, 2012 occurs, it will be around the time of the winter equinox. This has been like this for the past millennia. Past cultures would study the skies. They noticed around this time of the winter equinox, it becomes the shortest day of the year. One reason for studying the nighttime sky or the regular sky is because they had nothing else to do during those nighttime hours. And when things would happen in the night sky, it was documented and told as a grand story. These stories were made to remember the significance behind the sighting.